Show with OC Davis. Why is he laughing his head off? Well, because we all joined, and I've still got my glasses on, so I better take those off. By Father Neil this morning on our Grati-Tuesday. But Tom's laughing his head off because I said I am grateful for a heater, and Father Neil thought I meant a fajita.
Yeah, I thought I mean, it's not a bad thing to be grateful for. Burrito, fajita,
I'll have them all.
Tortilla, yeah.
Enchiladas.
I mean, they're basically the same thing, just wrapped in different ways, aren't they? As from what I can tell.
That's pretty much it.
They are actually, but actually, then I said I've changed my mind from my heater to actually friends and family. So that is what I am actually grateful for.
Heed this, friends and family. You become second in the list.
No. They actually bounced up to the top.
Oh, good. I'm grateful this morning for enduring friendships. I mentioned this a little bit earlier on in the show. I was away on the weekend having a lovely time with friends and that I made in university 18 years ago. And it was great to just pick up where we left off, which was great.
Yeah. Were you a child student? Were you? Because you don't look as if you went to university 18 years ago. Looks like it was only a mere 5 years ago. You're a stripling.
I'm grateful for Father Neil this morning.
Whereas it looks as if Gina was a contemporary of Dickens.
There you go, Gren. He's grinching again.
Yeah. Well, a funny story, actually. We were reliving this. When I went to university, there wasn't enough student accommodation, so I was put in temporary housing, and I had a bit of a beard. I've always looked a little bit older than my years. And I sat next to someone, Robert, and he sat down and he just gave me a nudge and be like, well, you've had a few gap years, haven't you? What on earth? What have I done to deserve this?
What, was Robert one of your friends that you went on holiday with?
No, he was not. In fact, no, he was not. There were two Roberts, and he was the other one.
The not Robert.
Yeah,
he can go bobbing along, can't he?
We're there. You said it.
Oh, we got it now.
Okay, right.
Bobbing along.
Tune in Thursday morning for more of that. It is Father Neil. Father Neil, what are you grateful for today?
Well, I've got a little bit of a mix to grateful for. Unfortunately, in the middle of last week, the vandals struck St. Mary's again, and we had some vandalism in the churchyard, including our lovely statue of the Virgin Mary was thrown about again and smashed up. This is the third time that it's happened, and unfortunately, she's no longer repairable. So the grotto is going to have to stay empty. And I posted a picture on social media, and I am eternally grateful for all those people who expressed their sympathy and went out of their way to put a little comment for the congregation to say, you're in our thoughts and you're in our prayers. Sometimes life isn't straightforward, and sometimes we do have little challenges, and sometimes there's nothing that you can do to actually physically help or assist somebody else. But expressions of support and expressions of condolence and expressions of love can often just make us feel cocooned and supported and nurtured. So I am very grateful this morning that we are called to love each other, as it says in the gospel, that we're called to love our neighbors as we love ourselves. Even when we face challenges, we know that the community, our friends and our family, are there to support us. There are times when, yes, you can scroll down social media and it seems as if there's so much going on in people's lives and you think, can I be bothered to comment? But the thing is, for that person who's put something challenging up, that's probably the most important thing that's going on in their life at the moment. And if you can spare just a few moments to put a little message, I mean, a like or a little sad emoji or a little heart, that's fine. But sometimes it takes just a few extra words. So I'm grateful to everybody that's gone on our social media page over the last 5 days and has just taken the time to say, we're thinking of you and we're praying for you and you're not alone.
And you raise a very good point. We had a comment that put on Facebook earlier. Life isn't plain sailing. We have ups and we have downs. And because of social media, we see a lot more of both. And it's very easy to jump on a comment when someone's doing really well. Congratulations. Oh, that's great news. But then when people do share those other sides of us, and all of a sudden it becomes quite difficult to say something, when actually all it could be is as simple as sending lots of love. That person knows that you've heard it, you've listened to it, and you want to share something back, even if it is just sending lots of love. It's like, oh wow, I actually do feel that warmth and that embrace of that community that you just mentioned, and it doesn't take much.
We know that society is sort of like afflicted by doom scrolling, and we're constantly flicking our way through our social media feeds. But the fact that somebody stops, reads, and responds means that they've taken a moment out of their lives to actually think about you and the situation that you're in. And it's those outward gestures really that I think, and not every Grati-Tuesday can be all sort of like up and congratulations and fireworks. Sometimes we are thrown curveballs, but that doesn't mean that even in the midst of the darkest night, there's not a little flicker of light from the flame of faith and from the flame of love as well. So I'm eternally grateful for that.
Gina?
Well, I can resonate with that at the moment. I've got some little bits and pieces which I've put stuff on social media and people have responded. And it's just that you do feel that warmth and that sort of connection, and that just we've taken time just to wish you well. And thank you.
It's like a cyber hug, isn't it? Sometimes you see some friends, you'll be in the supermarket and you'll see them and you'll know that they're going through a difficult time, and you don't know what to say. So you just walk over and you give them a smile and you give them a little hug, and you don't need to say anything because the hug's enough.
And sometimes it's just that hand just on a shoulder.
Absolutely.
And
so
that,
we're grateful for those opportunities.
Yeah, if you can share a word or share a hug or something to let someone know that you're listening, we can go a long way to finding that light in that darkness. Father Neil, thank you so much for joining us today.
You're very welcome. One of the comments that what was really resonating with me, and it's appeared several times on the St. Mary's Facebook feed, is people saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry that this has happened to you." So what better song could we finish our little Grati-Tuesday slot with than with Elton John? Sorry seems to be the hardest word.
Father Neil, thank you so much. Advent begins on Sunday. You get rid of your green fur.
Yes, I do.
We'll hear more about that and our What's Ons after this from Elton John.
What am I gonna do?